Hey guys, I'm here with a GoPro tips and tricks video RAW. Now, the RAW videos from GoPro tips and tricks are basically just that. They're raw video footage that I have taken using my GoPro cameras. It isn't really edited in any way whatsoever, and it's just kind of a way for me to show you some of the angles that I have captured with my GoPro cameras and some of the different things I'm using them for. So today I'm going to show 3 different clips from where I've had my GoPro mounted on the side of my car. So the first one we're looking at right now, it was mounted on the right hand side of the car on the driver's door facing forwards, and this angle is pretty cool. I was slightly disappointed by how much car there is in the shot. I would have, if I'm going to use this angle again, I'd probably angle the camera out a little bit more and try and capture a little bit less of the side of the car and maybe a little bit more of the road and where it's going. Another problem with this mount was it was quite low to the ground and more kind of behind the wheel, which meant that after about the first minute of recording, the camera lens ended up completely covered in dirt, and we didn't really get any more usable footage from it. The same thing is true of this second shot we're looking at now. This one was on the passenger side, closer to the back, actually kind of directly behind the rear wheels. And just because of its placement, if you actually look at your car actually driven off-road, that's kind of the area of the car that gets covered in mud. And if I had thought about that while I was mounting the camera, I probably really wouldn't have been the smartest place to put it. So that was another kind of a thing to think about when you're mounting your camera that I learned after mounting it in these 3 spots was just be aware of where splatter is going to go, especially if you're driving off-road like I was in these shots. So keeping that in mind, I would definitely change the positioning of both of these mounts in the future, but I do think that the angles I got from them are pretty cool. The second shot I'm actually not as happy with as the first. There's a lot of car on the side of the shot and really nothing interesting going on in that part of the car. You can't actually see the tires or anything. You can see the mirror a little bit, but again, it's not really interesting or exciting, and it's all taking up a lot of shots, so it feels like quite a bit of that frame is kind of being wasted. Mounting it higher up looking down would have been cool, maybe on forward more towards that front end of the shot, more like I had in the first one. I think that's a better angle. So the third shot we're going to look at now is actually a really cool one, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It was mounted on the passenger side facing back, looking in the camera was upside down, and it was on the side cut mount facing back, looking at the rear tire as it drives over the road. And I think the shot from this is very, very cool. I didn't leave the camera there for very long. I took about a 1.5-minute shot and then took it off, and the camera was absolutely filthy. So again, this is one of those shots that you get a bit of a time with a clean lens, and then it's going to get dirty very, very quickly. So make sure you use your closed back doors, especially if you're driving off-road and it's a little bit muddy or dusty. Use the closed back doors, and just clean your cameras, or clean your camera before you are planning to get the shot you want to use. All of these shots use the suction cup mount and various numbers of extender bars. They were all shot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. The last one actually was shot at 720p at 120 frames per second. But the other 2 were shot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Thank you guys for watching. This was a GoPro RAW video. And make sure you subscribe. Check out my channel for lots more videos. And until next time, thanks for watching.